Good morning. May 1st, 2017. Time is 7:11. Another glorious morning. Every morning is glorious when God allows us all to wake up, be in our right mind. Even those that are not in their right mind. It's still a blessing and a glorious day. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Ni mi hao. Buongiorno. Bonjour. Guten Morgen. Mihaba. And what's up? Once again, Fanatic Central 101 series. Apostle William D. McGee Jr. here in San Antonio, Texas. Lately, I just released on Facebook, I just opened up a new page called Fanatic Central 101. And if you go there to my page, which is William McGee on Facebook, you can get to my other page, which is Fanatic Central 101. When you click on it, if you go into learn more, it will take you straight to all these videos that are here on YouTube. As I said in the last, I put out my email. Nobody really sent me anything about the PDF, about the 10 regions. So apparently that means everybody knows what's going on in the world, especially in the 10 regions. Today, I'm gonna put my focus on San Antonio, because Fanatic Central 101 series is focused on San Antonio. Mayor Ivy Taylor and the other 13 or 14 people running for mayor. Mayor Ivy Taylor and the district councilmen and women, along with her staff, city manager, and a few other people from Bexar County, Judge Wolf, and probably his son, with the area Alamo of city governments, ACOG, all did a trip to Spain regarding the missions. But while they were there, something else was going on. Barcelona is the model for smart cities. And that is on the mayor's agenda for smart cities here in San Antonio. So we kill two birds with one stone. We go not just for the missions, but we go to Spain and we make our way, or they make their way. The people from the Expo in Barcelona make their way to this group of San Antonians along with the mayor, so that they can get a first-hand look at how a smart grid city runs. Now, for the longest here back at home, they have been promoting smart grid water meters and power meters, along with solar panels. How to use solar panels on your house to cut down your electric bill. But really, you're just part of all of the power grid, or the smart city grid that we're moving into. As I told you, in the 10 regions, okay, today San Antonio is now getting Canada Air, which is all part of NAU. You see, all the animosity, all the things that Donald Trump and all around the world has been pushed down to the city level. Now, there are some areas in the news that media will not touch. It will not. They have been either told not to touch it, or they've been told don't touch it. Okay? When it comes to free trade agreements, when it comes to talking about free trade agreements here in San Antonio, what is San Antonio doing with the free trade agreements? How is it benefiting? Now, the smart grid city, when you start using personal data, that's why they launched this IoT, the Internet of Things. See, IoT is an acronym. How many people even know what Internet of Things is, unless you're in a smart grid city? You can't even. I've been wanting to set up a talk with the mayor, one on one. I mean, it's nothing that I would hurt her or anything like that. But I wanted to let her know that everything that is done in the dark will soon come to light. I'm finding out more and more that God is revealing to me. You see, God is the one who reveals these things to me by having me to go and explore and look at the whole picture. The whole picture is that San Antonio, I told you, is a major hub between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. Here's a thought that he revealed to me. He said, the fence that Donald Trump wants to build, saying that to keep the people out, no. It's to keep the Americans in. Because once they find out that they have been sold out by our government, along with all these corporations, they can't leave the country. The fence is to keep us from running away. Like I said, the fence needed to be on the other side of Mexico. If you want to keep people from coming in from Guatemala and all these other places, that's what Mexico was saying. If you're going to build this fence, it's easier to build that fence on the other side of Mexico to keep the other region coming from Latin America, coming from Mercure over. Okay, they're fleeing their regions trying to get here before, I told you, before the door closes. But no one has brought to the American people saying, you have a choice to stay here and become part of the NAU, or you have a choice to give up your citizenship and go elsewhere to one of the other 9 regions. See, no one has even brought that into the picture because they know there will be such an uproar that they have put themselves in danger up in White House Central. That the people with their weapons would be so far up in White House Central, there's no telling what would happen. They're talking about the devastation in Syria. Can you imagine that when the people of America find out that they have been sold out by all these corporations, Donald Trump himself, and all the other people, the GOP, Grand Old Party, Mitch McConnell, and everybody's getting kickbacks from all the trade deals. Everybody's getting a kickback. Everybody's making money except for the labor class. See, I'm not going to say working because working means to believe in the one whom God has sent. They have been misquoting that word for centuries, talking about the working man. It's the laboring man, because when you get paid money, that's labor. Work is a work of art. That's something that you believe in. Work, the word work means to believe. The word labor means you, because even in the scriptures, in the Bible that is written, it states, he said, he went out and hired some laborers. He didn't say he went out and hired any workers. See, in America, we always like to take words and change them. Children to kids. Work, from labor to work. There are other words that we use, that we change up. And the meaning has no meaning. It's different. We had a shootout here in California this morning, or yesterday, at a pool party. A white male with a handgun sitting in a swimming pool around a black American pool party with a Hispanic, and he shoots up the blacks and Hispanic that are there after they cordially invited him to join them. And you're gonna say, "Well, we don't know if it was a race war, or we don't know if it was a hate crime." Oh, I guess he just went off, because he just wanted a whole pool to himself. Because he lived there. Enough about that. I want to talk about San Antonio. I'm not running for mayor or any other office there, because all the people that are there with Mayor Andy Taylor, along with all the hidden ones that are there, Hansura, all these major car companies, all these other players, Google and Spectrum and all these dudes. I'm not going to say dudes. I'm going to say all these corporations are here to fool the people and keep them in the dark. Everybody runs around in tradition. Tradition. San Antonio is known for its tradition. Fiesta, Miosa, Niosa. All these things that keeps the people in a mind control set. And when people break out of that, when you have someone like me that breaks out of that mind control and starts telling the people about what's really taking place behind the scenes. Because see, every candidate that I've seen, all 14 of them, along with the mayor, have yet to talk about smart city. And how the smart city, how the data that they're collecting. See, come on, if you want this, you got to give us this. You see, if you want to have San Antonio news, then you got to put your name and address and blah, blah, blah into the system, into the data network here in San Antonio. I want to tell you something. There was a young man by the name of Brown back during the Clinton era that he got killed. I think his name was Ron Brown in an airplane accident flying, and he was over the FCC. And there was during the Clinton time stating that every household in the U.S. Every household, it doesn't matter, even in the trailers. And if you bought a brand new trailer, you could get a brand new computer. Everybody would be on the computer. They would have a computer in their house. And the young man he was talking to the president saying, you know what? There's no way. That's. So you're trying to implement slavery so that you can have mind control over everyone. Computers was the big thing. America Online, big thing. See, all these people, all these corporations have a hand in the mind control. Every day. Media has its own way of flooding the airways with mind control. Like I told you before. Today is Donut Day. Today is Red Tie Day. Today we even have the colors here in San Antonio at the quarry up on the towers. And based on those towers, what those colors are, the news puts out about those colors. And based on that color and that news, all the three stations, we have ABC, American Broadcast, we have CBS, we have NBC, and they're all on the same accord, all putting out the same news, but nobody is talking about the NAU or NAFTA, unless it's talking about what Donald Trump is talking about. I'm trying to stop NAFTA, he comes to find out he can't stop NAFTA. Why? Because if he stops NAFTA, then that means all that money that he's making in his little business or his big business will cease. All that was a front of distraction to make you think that he's trying to make America great again. No, he's not trying to make America great again. He's using that as a distraction. President Obama wrote him a letter and he told him, he says, do a good job. Do a good job of deceiving the American people. Keeping those ongoing traditions, those ongoing lies, those ongoing morals and standards and all the stuff about democracy in check, while at the same time unleashing, I told you, democracy is like right here, covering capitalism. Covering all the trade agreements that we have, all the other stuff, the region building that they got going on. Not we. We are the slaves. We, the people, are the slaves. Every other nation in the world knows what's going on except for the American people. They live in a dream. And the few people that wake up,